And welcome back to This Week in the Mohawk Valley, time for the Central New York Travel Show. And we say good morning to Kelly Blazosky from Oneida County Tourism. Hey, Kelly, how are you?
I'm great, Jim. Good morning.
Good morning. We're going to talk a little bit today about the One World Flower Festival, which is happening on May 21st.
We certainly are. This is year 2 for One World Flower Festival. Such a beautiful event to come to downtown Utica. And here this morning we have Gina Murtaugh.
Hello.
Good morning. One of the committee members and organizers of the event. And you and your team are ready to put on a great second-year event.
That's correct. And it's going to be on May 21st. And it's in Oneida Square in the what we're trying to develop as an arts district. And it's in several locations. There are maps going up, and we're going to be at Plant Street will be closed. There'll be events at the Monument. There'll be neighborhood walks starting from the Monument. There's a lot of activity down at the library, including Monk Row will be performing on the lawn in front, which is great.
Nice. Yeah.
And in the community gardens on Park Street and Elm and Dakin, there's also going to be activities and demonstrations and kids' activities and a soil shop.
And that's an interesting topic. Yes, a soil shop. So tell us a little bit about what a soil shop is.
Okay. In this case, it's put on by the Lead Prevention Agency Department, New York State Department of Health, and Kathy Bullwinkle is the person who's organizing that. It's kind of the anchor of the festival, and they test your soil for lead and pH, which is the acid alkaline balance. And it happens that in Utica, a lot of people want to have gardens, vegetable gardens.
Right.
However, because of all the houses being removed and the lead paint that's been chipping off into the ground, there's quite a high concentration of lead.
Okay.
So it's best to have your soil tested before you grow your plants right in your backyard.
Okay.
As opposed to having a raised bed.
Raised beds and how to mediate, and so you don't have that lead, coming into the beautiful, vegetables that you've spent so much time on.
Especially for children, as we know now.
So there's a little bit of a process, but very easy. You said you collect a sample, and there's an application.
There's a form, and it's online. It's on our website and Facebook page.
Okay.
There's instructions on how to do it, a really nice, simple instructions, because what you actually do is take samples from various locations, and sometimes you put them together. You can keep them separately.
Okay.
In a plastic bag. It's as simple as that, and bring it to the
down to the event.
Table, and which is behind the library, it's called Unity Garden South. It's a community garden there. Probably you've seen it. And
then they'll proceed with testing and then give the homeowner,
and it's free,
the tenant, the information that they need.
Correct.
And advice on what to do.
Yes.
So whether they should be looking into constructing raised beds and things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we want everyone to be safe and have a wonderful time gardening. So, but along with this also are wonderful flower and art installations.
Yes. And that's very exciting. One of the reasons we're doing the Flower Fest, it was conceived last year as a way of really bringing attention to Oneida Square. We have a very diverse and unique neighborhood. We're in a district that can be developed as an arts district. There are a lot of artists living in the area. So it's kind of like taking Oneida Square back, and revitalizing it, featuring the businesses. There'll be flower globes. There's a whole artist team working on various things. There'll be a mural that will be painted live on May 21st, on that day.
Nice.
And also some flowers, some things that people may have seen last year.
Okay, returning to the
yes,
event.
new banners off the lampposts that will be painted by various and very diverse groups. For instance, Proctor High School is doing a couple of banners. The Midtown Utica Cultural Center is also doing, or community center in South Utica is also doing a couple of banners. They're teenager.
Wonderful. So there'll be, right, as you said, people of all ages and ethnic diversity bringing a lot of just beauty to Oneida Square for this event. So we need to go over the times as well. It's 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. where all of the scheduled activities happen. So, and as you said, there's a variety of locations that are hosting activities. They're all right there in that Oneida Square area.
So you can also go to the Amundsen Williams Proctor Arts Institute has some children's activities in the front, and they'll have tours in the museum during the day, and they have a wonderful installation there right now in their sculpture court that's very kind of festive and almost flowery. So very relevant. And then the library, there's children activities and reading and also gardening demonstrations inside and outside. Eagle Street will be closed, and there'll be activities on that in that location. Copernic Park, let's see. And then on into Oneida Square, the restaurants will be providing specials. So rather than bringing outside trucks in, which is always fun, we also want to feature our businesses and our food, and it's very diverse. So they'll be offering some specials.
Great.
Plant Street will be closed. Dunkin' Donuts lot in the back will be utilized. So.
Okay.
Oh, and there'll be a basketball kind of camp in the Cornerstone Church parking lot.
So,
yep.
Okay, so activities of all kinds.
Yes.
Definitely something for all the kids.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
A very family-friendly event.
Oh, and a bike rescue event in the DeSales Center parking lot.
A bike rescue event. So they're going to be helping with repairs and...
No, actually, it's called, what is it called? Utica, it's a bike rodeo for children to learn safe practices in riding their bikes.
How to properly wear their helmets and all the safety that goes along with riding the proper way. Very good. And all this can be found, you do have a website, oneworldflowerfest.com, and one is spelled out, O-N-E.
Yes.
And then you have a companion Facebook as well for the event. And that is
One World Flower One World Flower Fest 2016.
Okay, so look for that on Facebook. One World, and one is spelled out O-N-E. So just a wonderful day of activities on May 21st. We're going to put our request in for great weather for you.
Yes, thank you. That's the only thing that we're not sure of.
So just a wonderful way to highlight the diversity of downtown Utica, the wonderful cultures that are here. Like you say, the food, from the food to music as well.
Music, I didn't mention music. There's 25 buskers. So these will be unamplified musicians. So as you're walking around, you'll find people playing all kinds of instruments and singing and so on. So that'll be fun too.
Very nice. It always adds. The music always adds to every event. So, and we are blessed with so many talented artists.
Yes.
Both musicians to the actual artists.
Absolutely. There's no problem finding people to.
Now, where will the live mural take place?
That will take place in front of, or to the side of Palermo's in the circle, in the roundabout there.
Okay. So that'll be really
you won't be able to miss it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So again, all this information is found on your website, oneworldflowerfest.com, and on the Facebook, One World Flower Fest 2016. If you're interested in the soil shop, the information and instructions you can download right there.
Right.
And highly suggest everyone take advantage of that.
Please.
Before they start their spring plantings and all of their vegetable gardens. So that's a great community service to offer in a wonderful event like this.
Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We wish you all
Thanks,
the best
Kelly,
for year
for
two.
inviting us.
This sounds like it's going going to be a staple in downtown Utica.
I think so.
From here going forward. So, thank you.